Question 30. It costs $465 to register a passenger car and $350 to register a motorcycle. Let P equal the number of passenger cars and B equal the number of motorcycles. Write two linear equations that represent the relationship below. There are 11 times as many passenger cars as motorcycles, and the total registration fees for passenger cars and motorcycles is $494 million. So it's only asking us to write the equations. We don't actually have to solve for P and B. So let's look at this first dot point here. It says there are 11 times as many passenger cars as motorcycles. So for this, I'm going to write P equals 11B. This is my first equation. Now, the reason it's not 11P equals B is we have to think about it, because you could get very easily confused and do it the other way around. It's a very easy mistake to make, and that's probably what they're counting on to really test you. But if we want to get the number of P, right, the passenger cars, and we have the value of B, let's say there's 1B, we multiply B by 11 to get the value of P. That's why it's this orientation. So for the second equation, it says the total registration fees per passenger for passenger cars and motorcycles is 494 million. So something has to equal 494 million. Now, 465 is how much it costs to register the car. So if we multiply 465 by P, basically when we know the number of passenger cars, multiply that by 465, and that's how much has been paid for passenger cars. We add that to 350B, which is the same concept. So however many motorcycles that we have, multiply that by 350 and you're going to get the total amount paid for bikes. And this equals 494 million. So 6 zeros. Now, you can keep it like this. You can also put it in the format y equals mx plus c. So if you want to put it in that format, we want to have the p at the front, just because we've got the p at the front in the first equation, and this can be like our y. So we would subtract the 350b to the other side, and then we would divide everything by 465. So this would be p equals 4, actually, let's do it with the gradient first. The gradient has your x multiplied to it. And so b is going to represent our x. So it's going to be minus 350b, we'll do that first, plus 494 million. And then we want to divide everything by 465. So this is divided by 465, and this is also divided by 465. Now you can try and simplify it into a decimal, but it is a long decimal and you want to try and keep it as exact as possible. So this is okay to keep it like this, but if you want it in like a nice neat version, then you can just keep it in the original format that we did in this first line.